Hi everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to my film and TV channel. Yes, I'm going over to the world of Amazon today. If you're a bit like me, and I don't buy a lot of Amazon these days, I don't particularly want to, but I still obviously subscribe to Amazon Prime. So it's nice when you get a film that you think, oh yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that. It's not because obviously there's quite a lot of films that I don't look forward to watching when they come on Amazon Prime, and I'm certainly not going to pay any extra to rent the things. So yeah, it's nice when one comes out and you think, oh great. So we're going to have a look at one of those today, and it's called The Tomorrow War. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe button, push the bell notifications, check all my little film and TV stuff, reviews and information vlogs. I try and inform and entertain if I can in any way. And if you check the playlist, you'll see stuff on my football team, Manchester City, as well. If that's of any interest, or you know someone who might be interested, please point them in my direction. All links on screen for Facebook and Twitter. If you follow or friend me, I do check every couple of days and follow and friend everyone back on there, so that'll be great. And there's a little link to my little eBay shops as well. I've got a couple of shops on eBay for DVDs, movie posters and board games as well, so you can check that out at any time. I would be very grateful. All comments are welcome, especially on this film. Let me know what you thought of it. I'll certainly let you know what I think of it, and let you know what other people have thought of it while we go through this little information vlog. And please, if you can just give us a thumbs up as well, that's great. I get quite a few for the football ones, but not as much for these. So if you're watching this, please just give us that thumbs up. That's great. Just gives me, it's nice to get views, but it's nice to get thumbs up. Right, 2 hours 18 minutes. So it is quite long. A science fiction action film directed by Chris McKay in his live action directorial debut. There you go. He didn't do too bad a job, I suppose. Written by Zach Dean. Chris Pratt is Dan Forrester, a biology teacher and former Green Beret. There you go. They've always got something in the background. Who served 2 tours in Iraq. Well done, mate. Thank you for your service, I think they say, don't they, in the US. Yvonne Strahovski as Colonel Murray Forrester, Dan's adult daughter, and Ryan Kiera Armstrong as young Murray Forrester. Yeah, I was quite impressed with Ryan Kiera Armstrong. She did very well, actually. J.K. Simmons as James Forrester, Dan's father, an anti-government extremist and Vietnam veteran. There you go. Thank you for your service. Betty Gilpin as Emmy Forrester, Dan's wife, and a therapist for the returning draftees. So what have we got in this? We've got in the Tomorrow War, the world is stunned when a group of time travellers arrive home from the year 2051. We'll soon be there. I don't know. I'm not sure I will be, but there you go. To deliver an urgent message. 30 years in the future, mankind is losing a global war against a deadly alien species. The only hope for survival is for soldiers and civilians from the present to be transported. Yes, fodder. Cannon fodder, I think we call them. To be transported to the future and join the fight. Among those recruited is high school teacher and family man Dan Forrester, of course, determined to save the world for his young daughter, as we all would. Dan teams up with a brilliant scientist and a strange father in a desperate quest to rewrite the fate of the planet. You can see links to other films in this, can't you? We'll talk about that in a moment. Originally set for obviously a theatre release by Paramount, obviously because of this COVID situation. The film's distribution rights were acquired by Amazon. Well done, so it wasn't actually one of their original films, but obviously they acquired the rights to it, thankfully. And it was digitally released, of course, on July the 2nd, 2021 via Amazon Prime Video. Right, all my scores here and comments are as at the 3rd of July 2021, 2:30 PM UK time, so if you can account for that depending when you're watching this. Rotten Tomatoes, yeah, the film holds an approval rating of just 52% positivity, so just over half. Not great. 124 critics, 124 reviews, an average rating of 5.7 out of 10, just below that magical 6 out of 10 I like to see, and that's 65 fresh and 59 rotten, so as I said, just about over halfway, but not fantastic. But on the plus side, the audience seemed to like it. The Rotten Tomatoes audience, anyway, have 80% positivity from them, and it scores 4.1 on average out of 5, so that's not too bad. So over 8 out of 10 in total there, so that's not too bad. That looks good, because we don't always believe the critics anyway, do we? The website's critics consensus reads, Chris Pratt ably anchors this sci-fi adventure, even if the Tomorrow War may not linger in the memory much longer than today. Oh, very clever, that. I quite like what they've done there with that. Metacritic, yeah, the other critic site, film's just got a weighted average just 45%, so that's not great out of 100. 45% out of 100% based on 31 critics, so that's actually less than half, and it scores anywhere between 32 out of 100 and 83 out of 100, so quite a wide range. Empire's John Nugent, he didn't like it particularly. He scored it 40 and said, despite its wild premise, Chris Pratt goes to the future to fight aliens and considerable talent. The Tomorrow War is mostly just bloated blockbuster business as usual. But the playlist Nick Allen, he gave it 83, he scored at 83. Blockbuster movies are often as loud and action-based as Tomorrow War, but they're rarely as diverse in tone or so delightfully wild when it comes to in-your-face entertainment. I'm sorry about the lighting today, guys. It's a bit funny. I can't get it quite right. User ratings, there you go on Metacritic. Again, they quite like it. 6.5 out of 10, so not a total disaster again for Joe Public, you and me. So what does Joe Public, you and me think? Well, this is Internet Movie Database, isn't it? 16,767 reviews as I'm recording this. 6.8 out of 10, so yeah, there you go, up towards 7 out of 10, so that's not too bad a feedback at all. And of those 16,767, 13,919 gave it 6 or more, and that's 83% positivity, so pretty much like the Rotten Tomatoes I mentioned earlier on, so that looks pretty good, doesn't it? So anyway, that's the other people's thoughts. What about my little summation of this film? Yeah, I don't get to buy much from Amazon, so it's always good to see this something on the Prime that I can actually use and watch, and something I can look forward to. And I did like, as I said, I did like the feel of this, did like the sound of this. I do like a good sci-fi action film, and if I was travelling through time, then I'm all up for it. If there's travelling through time included in it, that's absolutely fantastic. I mean, this is what it's like. This is basically Starship Troopers meets Terminator meets War of the Worlds meets The Thing meets Independence Day, and all those sadly are way better. And even sequels, even some of the sequels are way better perhaps than this, excluding perhaps Starship Troopers 3 onwards, and perhaps Independence Day 2 wasn't so hot. But yeah, it is a shame, but it is all those mixed in one thing. That doesn't mean it's bad. It's if you turn your brain off, don't think too much about the paradoxes that you tend to do in these time travel things. Yeah, I must admit, if I'd gone to the cinema, yes, I probably would have felt a little bit ripped off, although I might have got in a bit cheap, so it might not have been too bad. But yeah, I mean, some people can pay up to, what, in the US, up to $20 and up to £15–20 in the UK. I mean, if I could get in to watch this for £4 or £5, I'd be quite happy, but it's not always possible, is it? So yeah, I would feel a little bit despondent if I'd been to the cinema and paid a bit of money to watch this, or took the family and it cost, you know, it can cost you up to 4 or 5, it can cost you up to £100, can't it? $100 at least. So to be sat at home watching it on Prime, fair enough. It's okay. It does the job. It's Chris Pratt, really. I mean, I don't particularly like Chris Pratt. He doesn't really sit well in this for me as a war hero, and the character he's playing, it doesn't quite work for me. No offence, I like him in other things, but not quite in this little role. Although, fortunately, Yvonne Strahovski, as his grown-up daughter, sort of makes up for him. And she sort of makes it a little bit more watchable as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, and does a good job. Yeah, there are some very good scenes and effects. You know, obviously, I do get the urge to go back now and watch Starship Troopers, to be honest with you, the original Starship Troopers. But yeah, there's some very good scenes and effects. But the action is okay, but the plot isn't great. So obviously, you're just left with a big, I think someone said before, a big blockbuster, but without quite the impact. It's just not as impressive. But as I said, it's Amazon Prime. If you're gonna just subscribe to Amazon Prime for this, no, forget it. But if you subscribe to Amazon Prime, it's fair enough. It's there, it's out there. It's not a bad little watch. So my little rating, yeah, I'm not going to go quite as high as IMDb, but I am going to give it a 6 out of 10, which is my basic watchable rating. Because I say it was okay. It's all right. It is what it is. And as I say, it could have been slightly better, and it's certainly I was hoping for better, but it wasn't a total disaster. Let me know what you think anyway. Thanks for watching. Whatever you're going to do the rest of the day, have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. So we meet here again on the Film and TV channel, or perhaps have a flit across, have a look at my Citizen channel, my football channel. I only ask one thing of you: stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.